Hello, it's Tristan. Oh, I found another quarter. Yes, yes, I love my life. And, you know, I'm just wearing a tank top shirt here just because why not just get into the weather? You may or may not have known, but I have my license. Finally, I finally have it. It looks something like this. You want to see it again? Here, I'll show it back in a little ways. Looks something like this. And key action! Lanyard swag! Oh, no, I hope I didn't hit the camera on that. Whoa. Oh, get on my level! That's the start of the stories. That's the news. So, I would just like to quickly tell the story of my arduous journey through getting my license. It was a long journey. It was like, when I got my license, it was like the end of Return of the King. So, it all started when I was 15 years old. You see, I have a October birthday, so that kind of means I'm one of the oldest in my grade. So basically, the only people that are older than me in my grade really are like people born in the 12 days before mine in October or in September. So, I turned 15 at the beginning of freshman year. That means I can take driver's ed. In order to take driver's ed, you have to get your permit. I can start learning how to drive. One thing you need to know about me is that I am not a very competitive person. So for me, I was like, yeah, permit, license, it's cool, but like I'm gonna have to work really hard to get it. So turned 15 and I was like, yeah, you know, if I get my permit, license, whatever. Christmas comes around, you know what time that is, you know, Christmas, December. So that was 2 years ago. My parents, for Christmas, gave me driver's ed. So I take driver's ed starting the next month, from January to February. Take it, me and a buddy of mine are in it together. We just have fun, do the drives. I am the oldest of 7. At the time, I was only the oldest of 6. But that just means that my parents didn't have like all the time in the world to just take me out driving so I could learn. So that means I was very ill prepared for pretty much every single drive. The first time I drove on the road was not with my parents, it was with the drive instructor who was kind of a cranky person. And I sucked at driving because it was my first time ever. And I was like, whoa, swerving lane, swerve. So that's that. Driver's ed goes down. It's just kind of a waiting game. The state I live in, Washington State, you have to have 50 hours of driving experience with your permit before you can get your license. That takes about a year. The 50 hours takes about a year to get because of all the siblings I have. And so just kind of like, hey dad, do we have time to drive? Hey mom, do we have time to drive? Or just driving from where to where, whenever. So I turned 16, still have my permit, driving every once in a while, and then about beginning of December, so like almost a year since I had taken driver's ed, I finally got all 50 hours. As I said, I'm not a very motivated guy when there's work involved or when it's like up to me to be the person that's like, yes, I want to go get my license. And so to me it was like, nah, I'll just wait. Okay, I'll wait till the summer to get my license because I won't have school, I'll just have more time, I can practice more. Boom. And then summer happens. So I'm 16. I'd been 16 for like 7 or 8 months. So I go and take the drive test at the DMV and I fail. That's right. I fail taking it. It's not like, oh, Tristan, you suck at driving so bad. That's not it, because see, I got a 78 and you need an 80 to pass. I was 2 points from getting it. I was very frustrated. Why is this happening to me? I took driver's ed a year and a half ago. I've been driving for a year and a half. How come I can't do it? Went camping, was out of town, down in SoCal for a little, and then was finally able to take it again. and I take it. In the beginning of the test, the lady says, you know, back around the corner. I end up turning a little too soon. I go up onto the curb and then down, and basically the rule is if you have 2 or more tires up on the sidewalk, you are automatically disqualified. So she said, okay, that was an illegal move. And that was that. And that was my second try. Didn't even get to finish the test, nothing. I give up. I'm like, curse you, testing-ness. I am better than this, but I wasn't for some reason because I hadn't passed. So confliction and frustration struck. I just laid low, lay quiet. Turned 17 in October. I was like, hey, let's get my license this month. Didn't happen. November rolled around. I said, hey, let's get my license this month. Didn't happen. Then I said, all right, Christmas break. No school, kind of like summer. I'm always busy on the weekends and there's school on the week. Let's do this Christmas. I pulled some strings, paid some extra money, went to my driver's ed place. I took a practice test 3 weeks actually before I was scheduled to take my drive with them. I took a practice test before I took my drive test, and then took my drive test with the same guy just right after. Boom. Took the drive test. Oh, that's it. I took my drive test on December 21st, Friday, the end of the world. And so I was like, well, if the world ends, I would suck. Would just have gotten my license if I pass. The world didn't end, obviously, and so that was cool. And I passed. I passed with a 90%. And it was great. It was easy. It was that's that. That's how I got my license. It was an arduous journey. I said that before. It was like there and back again, a teenager's journey. That's what it was like. I can drive myself to work, to my own job that I now have. It's fancy stuff. That's why I can't make videos as much as I would like, because I'm doing school and then work and then, you know, hanging out with friends. That's that. That's the end of the stories episode. Okay, thanks, bye.